So summer's in full swing down here in the South, which pushes everybody out there to the barbecues and grills, and we're no different at the fire station. So just the other day I decided to make some homemade hamburgers, and at the same time try and show the fellas that you can make some homemade condiments, mayonnaise, mustard, and ketchup. Unfortunately, we got an incident where we need to leave the firehouse and all plans got thrown out the window, which sometimes happens. Still ended up making the hamburgers, but the homemade mayonnaise I wanted to show the guys how to make kind of got thrown out the window. But I want to show you guys through a series called a Condiment Series. I'm going to start here with mayonnaise, show you some mustard, some ketchup, perhaps some barbecue down the end, all culminating and then making some homemade hamburgers as well. So please stick with me on this Condiment Series and get all your ingredients ready. Let's get ready to roll. All right, everyone, so mayonnaise is just really simply an emulsification. An emulsification is kind of like what you see in a salad dressing. It's mixing oil and water and making it stick together using typically a fat. We're going to be using a fat from the egg yolk itself. Now with mayonnaise, you kind of want to cut it with a little bit of acid, whether that's lemon juice or vinegar. And by slowly combining all the ingredients in a power tool, because we're not going to kid ourselves here. I'm a fireman, I'm going to use a power tool whenever I can and even when I don't need to. Nobody's going to be whisking this by hand, and if you are, more power to you. But we're talking power tools, so we're going to use power tools. So let's just get all the ingredients together, and I'll show you how quick and easy it is to make your own homemade mayonnaise. All right, so really quickly before we begin, I'm going to show you the most basic, probably oldest standing mayonnaise recipe out there, and that's 1 egg yolk to 1 cup of oil. Now you can make the mayonnaise a little creamier by adding an extra egg yolk or perhaps some mustard, which also is an emulsifier. And we're going to mix that with about half a lemon, a pinch of salt, and let the mechanical agitation of the power tool, the blender in this case, do the rest of the work for us. All right, stop. I know I always talk and preach about power tools, and I love power tools because I love power tools. But anyways, just to show you just how easy this mayonnaise is to make, all we're going to use is a bowl and a whisk. So let's get started. Now this is just the most basic foundation from which to build upon flavored mayonnaises, or Aiolis, which I'll be showing you here shortly. So without further ado, let's get going. All right, so now that we've made our homemade mayonnaise, or you can use regular mayonnaise, I've always noticed this too. Why are they so proud that it says real? It makes you kind of wonder what else you're eating. Anyways, you can take the regular mayonnaise and use it in a pinch and make an aioli, which is like a flavored mayonnaise. It's typically used with garlic, but you can add anything that you want. In this case, I will be using some garlic, which is my favorite ingredient in the world. An herb of rosemary and a little bit of heat with some ancho chili powder ground up. Mix it all together, call it something fancy, and everybody at the firehouse is kind of impressed. So let's make some aioli. So ladies and gentlemen, there you have it, homemade mayonnaise. And you know it is not the real stuff, but the real stuff because you made it. Now, I did flavor this mayonnaise and made an aioli. Just bear in mind, though, when you add fresh ingredients like that, it kind of cuts down on its shelf life. It should only last for about a week when you add the ingredients to it. Otherwise, if you leave it plain, it'll last up to a month in the refrigerator. Plenty of time to enjoy it. Now, again, this is just the first episode in my Condiment Series. Stay tuned for the next episode, which will be all about mustard. And again, this is all culminating in us making some nice backyard barbecue hamburgers. So until next time, y'all, stay hungry, my friends.